Well, good afternoon. Here we are again in the shop, and thought I'd just give a little visual update and let you know what we're doing today and some of the tools we're going to be using. Last time, I think we reviewed things. We just finished cleaning everything and finishing, making everything smooth and so forth. In the process of roughing things up, and so I thought I'd do a couple of things. Number one, kind of show you a little bit of progress on the roughing up stage. And where we are. So I'll kind of back up here, show you. There's my fan, the Lifesaver for the summertime here. But on the left there is the horizontal beam for the cross. On the right, obviously, is the long vertical beam. So I think I'm pretty well done roughing this one up. And you can kind of see some of the characteristics. Sometimes in the light it shows better with regard to roughing it up and the unevenness and so forth. The rounded corners, which will make the massiveness of this cross look a little smaller, but yet the scale will still be there. So by roughing it up, what I mean by that is you can kind of see this little divot right here in the wood, bringing up that grain. All the edges have been roughed, or not roughed, but eased over with a hand chisel. I want to use as few mechanical tools as possible. I want this to really, really look authentic. I've dug into these two knots here. You can see where there's a little bit of an undulation difference in these knots, and then you've got some real soft sapwood here that I've ground away a little bit. Again, to give some of that three-dimensional look. On the end of the vertical here, and then again from this angle, you can see the undulation of the bottom of this beam, and did not want this to look new. I didn't want it to look pristine. Talked about this with Father Tom and the consultant, which they both agreed. The contrast between the newness of the corpus, and then the corpus, and then the old rough wood part of this is really going to contrast one another. Hopefully, you can hear me over the weed eater in the background. Somebody's having their lawn done. So, what I thought I'd do is, if you like, you can kind of stay with it. But I'm going to just probably run the video a good 10, 15, 20 minutes. And this edge here is the top of the cross. So I'm going to take some time and ease the edges. I've eased them with my router. Now I'm going to go in with all the hand tools. And I think I'm going to do something with this knot right here. I'm not sure what. Sometimes it just kind of gives itself away where we're going to do something like that. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking. I am going to turn my fan on. So, it might get loud. You might want to lower the sound on your, on your computer. So here we go. I'll talk briefly. First thing I'm going to do is take the chisel, knock the ends off the top and maybe off the sides. Then I'm going to come through and really round the edges over with the chisel. Again, I want as much hand-looking craftsmanship as you did 2,000 years ago. So here we go. Well, that's from the top of the vertical. I'm sorry, from the top of the horizontal to the top of the cross. I've got the rest of the face to do, and then 3 more sides, and I'll be done. Stay with us.